I got lost in that poem, and so I was putting on the button on the wrong side. So yes, I guess it is something that was beautifully narrated by Sir, his experience, what to do, what not to do. It's ultimately in our hands. It is our life. We get to decide what we want to do. But even if it is our life and we get to decide whether or not our decisions are right, whether or not our decisions are going to take us where we want to go. For the same thing, we have other people over here. So who would be narrating next? CA Anto sir. I request Anto sir to share his experience.
Maybe before that, if there are questions for Mr. Joshi.
Yeah, if there are questions for Joshi sir. Are there any questions? Maybe after they listen to all your experiences, probably yes.
First of all, thank you, the management of Viva, and all you students still sitting patiently after almost 2 hours of lecturing. I think you guys are not used to it. Perhaps maybe you get a break after 1 hour or 1.5 hours. But since you are all still here, I presume that you guys are very interested in entrepreneurship, and you will be really, becoming future entrepreneurs, employing few hundred, few thousand, fellow workers in the future. So I would rather talk from my own experiences that how we built our business. I came to Mumbai about 35, 36 years back. I was new to Mumbai. There was nothing in the hand. Me and my partner both were staying with our uncle's place. We had no place. We had no parents here. Our parents were in the native place. Finished the education, came here, worked for 2-3 years, and at the age of 22, so almost the same age as yours, we plunged into the entrepreneurship. We had no capital. Probably angel investing was not known in those days, 1988. Seed funding, nothing, none of these things were not known. Co-working places were not available. Place was not available. So me and my partner used to sit in the gardens and discuss. That's the only public place available which is free of cost. And we used to discuss there what to do, how to do, and how to go about it. So we were into manufacturing. That's the experience we had. We both had technical experience in manufacturing. We started working, and we had no factory. So we had to outsource. We buy the raw material, give it to somebody, and then they make it, and then that goes to the customers. But we ensured that the products are qualified. They are tested to the international levels. The customers who were getting didn't know where it was being made, but they knew that they were getting a world-class product. The first thing in entrepreneurship is that know your customer. Everybody spoke about it today. Know your customer. Know that what he wants. Always make sure that you exceed his expectation as far as product performance is concerned. If the product does not speak about your quality, then you have no existence. For any business, the only reason why that business need to exist in the planet is the customer. There are no customers, there is no existence for the business. So know your customer, understand what you want. Research, do your research on the product, on technical aspects, acceptable levels of quality, international benchmarking, do all that thing. These facilities were not available 30-35 years back when we started, but then today for you everything is available on the Google. You just search everything, you get everything. The boy who was talking about the electrical vehicle, but he should know that all the data that he wants is available on Google today. Do your research as far as your product is concerned. Make it the best that you can, so that customer will always want to come back to you. Your business survives only on repeated customers. If you are on a business in which customer comes once and then he doesn't come back, it's a very tough business to be in. So know your customer, get your product quality right, and always make sure that you are the first choice for your customer. That's a lesson number one, I would say that. And the second thing, I would say that stay focused. I mean, you know, you will always feel that, okay, that is also looking good, that is also looking good, this is also looking good, I will put my money there, I'll put my money. That doesn't work. You better invest all your money into the business that you know. You create the infrastructure, create a confidence building for the customers, and always make sure that the customer is satisfied. So all your money that you generate through the business, I ideally speaking, you know, your business should be making money from the day one. Unit economics is the most important thing. That money, you know, the product should make some EBITDA margin in the beginning. Not all businesses get free capital. Today, you know, all that angel investing and all those businesses, what we are talking is about free capital. Money without cost. You don't get bank finance when you start a business. You need to give a collateral. Either you have to mortgage your parents' property or somebody else has to support you. But it is ideal that, you know, you generate money from your own business and invest the money back into the business. Create an infrastructure that helps you to grow, that help you to attract the customers. And it's out of the, you know, as Neha mentioned, that, you know, out of the 2,000 odd the proposal that they get, 200 get selected in a year, and out of which about 50 get funding. So you can imagine that, you know, out of the 2,000 ideas, only 50 get funding. The rest people don't get funding. That's not free capital. And only, you know, 50 get first level of funding, and if you have not proven your unit economics before the next funding level, you don't get the second funding. So the money that gets by equity is free. But then if that free money that you have got, if it is not converted into something which generates into profit and unit economics are improved, then you don't get the second round of funding. So make sure you create the infrastructure, whatever purpose you took the money for, invest only in that. And the third thing is that, you know, as you start seeing money, you know, people start indulging in all kind of expenses. You know, you do personal expenses, divert the money from the business to some other activities and things like that. Separate your personal finance and company finance always. Company finance is different, personal finance is different. If you don't differentiate those two things, you are in for a trouble. Not only from the point of view of compliance, but also from the point of view of growth of your company. When in the initial stages, you know, your company always need money. As much as money you invest, you will find that, you know, you are falling short of it. I would say that, you know, maybe when you are doing a 1 crore worth of business, you don't need so much of funding, maybe it is done. But then from 1 crore to 5 crore when you want to grow your business, it requires capital. Maybe you need to invest 2 crores of investment. But, you know, all the money has to come from the business itself. And if you have invested all your money into the business, bank will finance you. Others will finance you. In venture capital or in seed capital, when you go, you are actually parting with your ownership. But if you go to a bank, you only pay the interest. Okay. And then at a later stage, when you want to, you know, dilute your stake, you get a much higher valuation. Typically, when a company goes to seed funding, it gets a valuation of 1 crore to 5 crores, or maybe 10 crores maximum. So you dilute your 10% for, let's say, 1 crore, and then you grow that business. And then you grow that business to, let's say, you know, from 1 crore, you made that business into a 10 crore business. Maybe your valuation becomes 50 crores. At that time, for the same 10%, you get 5 crores. So it's not necessary. You should always try to dilute, you know, larger chunk at the early stages. You should be diluting very light chunk. So it's better that, you know, you invest your money back into business so that you don't depend on outside finance. If you can get money on interest, that's the best way to do that. As far as you know, your product and your technology is concerned, always excel in that. You know, there are examples that one would say that, you know, people pay for the technology. People pay if you are different and if you are doing something different than what others are doing. So that's what you should be creating. Otherwise, your growth path will be very difficult. If you are just a Me Too company, you know, there are 100 people making some business and I am also doing that. You are not going to grow that far. If you have not differentiated yourself in terms of quality, product, customers, then you are not going to grow that far. And as Doshi sir said that, you know, keep low aims, I would rather say that keep higher aims, but step by step. maybe when you have nothing, you should see that okay, I want to see my business going up to, let's say, 1 crore in 5 years time. But in 1 crore, once you reach there 1 crore, you should say that I want to see that in 5 crores, and then you make it to 10 crores. Sustainable plans, make it to a sustainable plan. You know that what you are dreaming. What you are dreaming, as Narayan Murthy has said, that dreams are not what you see in the night when you're sleeping. Dreams are what actually keep you awake after you have seen it. So that does not let you sleep actually. So if you have those kind of dreams, definitely you should be aiming higher, and that's what will make a difference to the society. That's what will make a difference to your own business. So I think it's possible to do business without capital. Capital is not really a deterrent for starting the business. You can really start business with very little cash. But then you have to be very clear about what you are doing. And if you have customers who are loyal to you, if your unit economics are right, your business is going to be successful. It's not very challenging. Yes, there are challenges when it comes to dealing with government departments, when it comes to dealing with people, when it comes to dealing with various other infrastructural issues. But then everything has a way out. You can always find ways to overcome all those things and move ahead with higher growth trajectory. So I would like all of you, at least a significant portion of you people becoming entrepreneurs, employing 5 people, 10 people, few hundred people, and few thousand people. I didn't know that I would be in a position of entrepreneur way back when I came here. When I came into Mumbai, I thought that I'll be happy if I have a 500 rupee job. That's the time, those were the salary levels. But then once you started getting those jobs, then I realized that that's not what we are made of. We can make a difference to the society, and that's what made us to reach this level, create employment for quite a few people, and make plans which are internationally acclaimed. And those are the ways, and it's happened without any venture capital and with good bank support. But I would say that initially even banks were reluctant to support, because when you have nothing, nobody gives you money. When you have a lot of money, banks are willing to give you the money. Now today banks are willing to give us as much money as we want. But when you have nothing, nobody gives you money. So use your money very wisely and create that stature by your business. That's what will give you that. That's what will give you that respect. Once you create that organization, that team that delivers growth after year, definitely the success is not far away. So stay focused on your product, on your customers, on your team, and success is all yours. Thank you.
Is there any question that we need to ask to Anto sir? Any question?
आप सबको बताना चाहूँगा, like to tell you, जो गार्डन में बैठ के प्लानिंग कर रहे थे बिजनेस का, 500 रुपये का नौकरी का ख्वाब सोच रहे थे। एंटो सर की आज 3 जगह फैक्ट्री है, गुजरात में है, वसई में है, गुना में है, 1000 एम्प्लॉइज काम करते हैं। और जोशी सर के बारे में, जोशी सर गए कितने साल से मैराथन दौड़ रहे हैं? 55 and now you are
13 years. Now I'm 69.
now he's 69. अपने वसी मैराथन में 21 किलोमीटर एवरी साल हर ईयर पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं।
Completed 49, 58 is Mumbai Marathon.